Myanmar's government releasing photographs of detained former leader Aung San Suu Kyi in a meeting with a Red Cross official, breaking 5 years of silence from the government on the precise whereabouts and the condition of the Nobel laureate. The 81-year-old Aung San Suu Kyi, seen appearing to be in good health. The International Committee of the Red Cross confirming the meeting took place today in what will be the first publicly confirmed visit by an international organization since Ms Suu Kyi's ousting and detention after coup in February 2021. Concern since then over her well-being, with the military-backed government denying access while repeating she is in good health. The latest CNA senior correspondent Leong Wai Kit joins us live from Hanoi. Wai Kit, 4 photographs in what seems to be 2 different locations on at least 2 different dates.
Yeah, I think the photographs speak volumes. I must point out, Wei Su, that this is not the first time that Aung San Suu Kyi, while in detention since the coup, had met outsiders. The first time we publicly know that she met was in 2023, and back then it was with the Thai foreign minister, the ex-foreign minister Don Pramudwinai, who later on went on to tell his ASEAN counterparts that she appeared to be in good health, both emotionally and physically. The only difference is that back then that meeting did not have the photographs that we are seeing today. And there can be 2 theories about it. One, some are saying that the meeting back then did not go as well as planned. And 2, it could also be the fact that the Myanmar military wants full control of the narrative. Now, of course, since the photographs were released, there have been various reactions coming. I've been tracking the reactions throughout the day. It has ranged from absolute skepticism to cautious hope to now welcoming this move, being seen as a positive move. One of the reactions, of course, coming from her son Kim Aris, who had expressed hope that this is a first positive step, hoping, of course, to in future be able to have direct contact with his mother. I must also point out that in the last 5 years, the reason ICRC could possibly meet Aung San Suu Kyi was perhaps years of engagement with the Myanmar military. Even after the coup, ICRC had maintained engagements and interactions with the Myanmar military of all levels, from Min Aung Hlaing himself to other of his appointed ministers in the regime. And of course, the UN agencies that operate inside of Myanmar still continue having interactions and engagements with Myanmar.
All right, Wai Kit, you talk about positive developments. This is in terms of a larger picture. Positive development, this could be seen as that as well. For example, ASEAN, this is something you have mentioned several times speaking to us. Individual ASEAN countries, ASEAN itself, requesting some confirmation or access to Ms Suu Kyi. That the government is doing this now, and as you say, for the first time releasing photographs of that. What does that suggest?
Right. Some are pointing out, as you said, Wei Su, that they're releasing photographs now. Some are pointing out that perhaps the Myanmar military is facing international pressure, but other analysts don't think so. I spoke with Dr. Hunter Marston of the Lowe Institute. He says that it is not that Myanmar is now caving into international pressure, but it is because Min Aung Hlaing's confidence is growing. He questioned, why now? And of course, he laid out for us to see that this came out after his India, China, Laos, and upcoming Thailand trip. And this can be seen as perhaps, and I quote, a diplomatic gift to Thailand. And Dr. Hunter Marston says that in doing so, Min Aung Hlaing is effectively putting a wedge between Thailand and ASEAN member states, signaling that this is the right way to get things done. I want to build on Dr. Marston's point. Now, if you look at 2 elements here that the Myanmar army is using, the ASEAN and 5-point consensus and the Aung San Suu Kyi factor, we have seen with Aung San Suu Kyi, progress being made. First, the transfer from jail to house arrest, and then now the publicized photos. With ASEAN, it's the other way around. In fact, during the recent 100-day speech made by Min Aung Hlaing, he had for the first time taken a more decisive and active approach to unfriendly ASEAN member states. And he has said that, in the past, these ASEAN member states were unhelpful. Their actions are discriminatory towards ASEAN. But for the first time during the 100-day speech, he said that now Myanmar will respond to these discriminatory and unhelpful ASEAN member states on a case basis. So what this tells you is that Min Aung Hlaing is looking at these 2 leverages that he has, ASEAN and 5 consensus, low on his priority list, and slowly climbing is Aung San Suu Kyi. Now, Thailand has played a very significant role in this Aung San Suu Kyi factor because the Thai side has been trying to get access for ASEAN envoy Lazaro to see Aung San Suu Kyi, and also has suggested that access could also be seen as progress. Now, whether or not this is the first step towards Aung San Suu Kyi meeting more outsiders, that remains to be seen.
Oh, thanks for that. CNA's senior correspondent Leong Wai Kit reporting live from Hanoi. Of course, perhaps not coincidental, Min Aung Hlaing, as you suggested earlier, heading to Thailand later this week. Thanks for that.